If I told you that not all compound lifts are actually necessary for us skinny guys to build muscle,
Skinny bitch.
would you believe it? Well, sadly, you won't until I expose the tier list of which compound lifts deserves to be in both your routine and in the S tier, and which ones are total piss and belongs in the D tier. No fluff, no science grifter, only the best moves that turn me from twig to tank while being safe, easy to execute, and most importantly, really simple. So chalk up, I'm about to save you years of trial and error with a no BS tier list. Look, there's a reason why I can move these specs like a fucking King Kong, and that's because I love to do the freaking bench press, my guys. So bench press is not only my first love at the gym, it's also a goddamn mass makers. I don't know about you guys, your little dumbbell, it's not the same as bench press. When you do drop sets, you put heavy plates and then you drop some plates and go all the way to a drop set, go to failure. Man, this is gonna build your chest like nothing else. That's better than also the incline bench press, because this one is kind of weird and it's kind of scary, and we're going to see this later on. But trust me, people, this fucking bench press is a mass maker. I can't stress this enough. Okay, now let's go with something really weird. Turkish get-ups. I get why it's appealing. It's like a move that works all your muscles around, but I just feel like you look a little bit weird while doing those. I don't see a lot of people doing it. I guess if you're in a rush, you could do it because you want a full body workout, but I won't call it literally piss. It's definitely not an okay move. It's way too complicated, so it's a bad move. I'm sorry, Turkish get up people. Now this thing right here, it's the dumbbell pull over the head pullover, something like that. Honestly, it's kind of a low-key moves. I didn't build my physique upon that, but I started doing it recently, and I do believe it's a great move at the very least, because it gets all your like upper body muscles stretched in a way that you can't stretch them anywhere else like that. And it's so weird because you go all the way from your lats and then come back to the front, targets all your upper chest, and then slowly becomes all of your chest. So really great move overall for skinny guys. I don't necessarily recommend it, and because I don't recommend it, I think I'm just going to drop it to the B tier, which is going to be the okay moves. Now let's go with dips right there. So for dips, you already know what I'm going to say, man. It's a mass fucking maker. It goes hand in hand with bench press. The deeper you get, more muscle fiber recruitment you get, and the more muscle fiber recruitment you get, the better and stronger you get at the bench press, because even lower than, you go higher, you drop higher than the dips, and therefore when you push back up, because you're good at dips, the weight is gonna explode. That's why I won the freaking gold medal back in 2019, my people. Alright, now let's go with push-ups. Push-ups are low-key a banger, and the reason why, you can do them even though you're inexperienced, even do easier variations. So this is a great compound movement. Definitely put in A tier, especially if you're a beginner, it's perfect. Today, every time I finish a chest workout, you're gonna see me bump some freaking push-ups, because I do what I call the mirror set, where I need to look good behind the goddamn mirror. Now let's go with squats. Squats, I do have a problem with that. No, I'm not a guy that skips leg day, but I feel like I'm not getting the same soreness when I'm doing squats versus other exercise. I believe I do have a good technique, maybe not great, but it's a good technique. I used to do 315, but really, man, I don't believe it's a great move. If you're not okay with that, if you do not agree with me, let me know in the comments. We're gonna discuss it out, or you can even DM me on my Discord. I don't care. We're gonna have a little argument, and I want to see your points. So let me know what you think. But I really prefer putting squat in B category, because I do have other leg exercise, just like lunges right there. Lunges for me are a banger, especially because it gets my heart rate pumping. So it's definitely a tier, a great move to build muscle, to build the quadriceps, to build the hamstrings, to build the glutes, and to build the stability while moving around. Plus, you look like a freaking Chad, because if you do walking lunges in the gym, then everybody looks at you, you take all the space, and everybody's like, well, what are you doing? You're just like, ripping some freaking reps like a Chad. So yeah, that's definitely a banger for me. Let's go with deadlift. Deadlift, it's a hate and love relationship. Sometimes you get hurt, you're not warmed enough, sometimes you just put too much weight. So we gotta be careful. It's kind of a hard move. It's hard to learn, it's hard to progress. So I can't put it in the S tier, but I can definitely put it in the E tier, because it's overall a great move. Not only you work all of your posterior chain, but you also work some deeper muscle groups that you can't target otherwise. I'm talking about all the erector spinae, I'm talking about the traps, and when you do it, you feel like a unit, you know, every inch of your body is triggering to pull off that lift, so that's really cool. Let's go with chin-ups. Chin-ups, again, this is a beginner move, but a goddamn banger. Would I put it in S makers? I don't believe, because I do know better variations of chin-ups, which are really quite similar, and those I would put in S, but where I could put it is definitely A tier. If you want to build great bulging biceps like this or like this one, you definitely need chin-ups because it's so good, and then it works your forearm, works the connection here. Ah man, you just get strong arm wrestling and everything. It's a great move. You can have a training program without chin-ups. And then I talked about the incline bench press. Incline bench press, I'm not a big fan of it. I did use it quite often, but I don't believe that my chest didn't come from incline. I'm not gonna put it in A tier because people get hurt, the shoulder problems, and then I just feel like through the range of motion, I don't have the full contraction of the muscles somehow. Maybe I'm just not made for it. Maybe I just have too much long arms. I don't know. It's going to be a C because I even prefer doing dumbbell presses over incline bench press. Sorry. Then let's go with a human flag. Human flag is quite an impressive move. I can barely do it. In fact, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't count as if I do have it right now. So human flag, it's great for connecting all your lat strength with some oblique strength. It's really great. It's not to build mass. It's not a great move, but it's definitely an okay move if you want to work your isometric connections and, you know, strength in there. Then let's go with handstands. Handstands, you know what I'm gonna say, man? I love freaking handstands. Not only because you can walk, and that's a completely different way to train your shoulders. If you're walking on your hands, then you get super pumped shoulders. That's really a great thing. Or if you do handstand push-ups, or if you do pike push-ups, that count to me as a quite an easier variation of the handstand, and that to me is a goddamn mass maker. I'm sorry bros, I don't like overhead presses. I prefer so much handstands to build the shoulders. So let's go with something that's literally piss. This one is clean and jerk. So clean and jerk comes from, you know, CrossFit. So it's super complicated. You have to lift a weight over your head, and then you have to drop it down all over again, and then you try to put more weight. Bro, this isn't a mass maker. It's not a great move. I'm sorry, but this right there, literally piss. Look, I don't have anything against CrossFit. I think it's a good way to get in shape, but to build muscle with clean and jerks, nah bro, not for me. Not for me, and not for you either. Barbell rows. Barbell rows, kind of fucking weird. I see a lot of fitness guys use it, and sometimes they swear by it. They add the little plates beneath their feet and roll this goddamn barbell. Yes, like my back gets worked, but I feel like my hamstrings get in the formula somehow, and I don't believe it's a great way to build your back. There's way better exercise out there, and if you want to do a row, you either go to the machine or you do a dumbbell row. To me, you have more range of motion. It's way easier, it's way simpler. Sorry bros, this one is a D tier, literally piss. Now let's go with another CrossFit move, the clean. So the clean is kind of similar to the clean and jerk. Difference, you don't put it all the way up, you stop it right there, then boom, and then you go again. Nah man, yes, it makes your whole body work as a unit. You have to connect every muscle group here and there, but man, it's too complicated, it's too risky. You need power. We're not necessarily going for power at first. We're just trying to get our foundations, our basics nailed the fuck down. So cleans, nah, not for me. Literally piss item, piss compound lifts. Now let's go with a banger, low-key a banger that you've never done. The fucking dragon flag. You've seen Bruce Lee do it, you've seen Rocky do it. This move right here is such a banger. You have no goddamn freaking idea. Dude, if you want to work your abs like nothing else, and you just need one exercise to literally build a six-pack, and that's either by doing dragon flags or some easier variations just like dragon flies, which are dragon flags but half bent, or even reverse crunches, or even leg deploys. Bro, it's gonna work isometrically your abs in such a crazy way, while also targeting some triceps because you have to hold yourself to someone or like a bar or something. This is a banger. You have no fucking idea. I could do abs once per 2 weeks with only dragon flags, and I could keep having a nice shredded six-pack 100%. Now let's go with muscle ups. Muscle ups, quite a freaking nice move. Really impressive. Not everybody can do it because not everybody understands the goddamn technique, even though I've showed them a bunch of times. But yes, great move in essence, but it's not good to build muscle. I'm sorry. It's good to see where you're at, how much endurance balance you have, but it's not great to build muscle. It's not going to be a mass maker. It's not going to be A tier. It's definitely going to be C tier. I'm so sorry. I love doing muscle ups, but that's not the reason why I should put it up there. But overall, fun move to learn, and especially show the fuck off. Romanian deadlifts. Romanian deadlifts are low-key a banger. So I've put deadlift at the A tier, so I definitely need to put the Romanian deadlift right there, because like it's half a deadlift essentially, but you change your technique a little bit, you come closer, and then yeah, you lift this up. You really think about targeting your hamstrings and glutes, and it's just amazing. Like, it destroys your legs like nothing else. And to me, Romanian deadlifts destroy more my legs than squats, 125% on that one. Now let's go with goblet squats. Goblet squats, low key, great move. You know, I would put it at the same place as squats, and I mean, this is goblet squat, but this image right there could also be like front squats. So it's kind of cool, but I feel like there's better leg exercise out there. Nah, man, if you want to build great legs, powerful legs that you can jog, that you can rock and carry heavy weight, heavy backpack, there's better moves out there. All right, let's go with some hanging leg raise. This one is also a love and slightly hate relationship. So I don't love doing hanging leg raises. I just think it's, I don't know, maybe too hard, I guess, because you're like fucking like stressing all your forearms, and then you're trying to work your abs, but then there's your forearms either gonna drop first or then it's your abs. So it's kind of weird, and I think there's better move to target your abs and way less complicated or hard essentially. So this one's going to be C tier. Now let's go with the pistol squat. Pistol squat, it's a must in calisthenics. One is, it's a big flex because not everybody can do a squat on one leg, so it's definitely a great move. Kind of hard, that's a fact, but you can always support yourself with a wall or with a band or with the help of a friend. It works all your balance. It's really cool. Now overhead presses, I did do a lot of overhead presses in my lifting career actually, but I wouldn't put it in S tier because sometimes I just feel like it's not the thing that gets me sore. To me, overhead presses is a B tier. I rather do handstands, as I said earlier, than overhead presses. And then people cheat all the time with this exercise, and now they think they're better than you, and just like, come on man, I can do more than you. Like, shut up bro. All right, pike push-ups. Again, another shoulder exercise, and guess what? I would actually put over overhead presses, which means they're going to be A tier, because pike push-ups, I feel the connection. I feel my front delt pumping the shit out of myself. I feel like I'm getting coconut shoulders when I do this exercise. I don't necessarily feel it with overhead presses, for example, but this is great. And you can even, you see his feet are on the ground, you can elevate your feet, your main body is more perpendicular to the ground, and then you get even more tension into your that goddamn coconut shoulders, bros. Ah, fucking boom. All right, that's good. Bulgarian split squat. I talked about legs. This is better than squats to me, 100%. So it starts at A tier, but then is it better than pistol squats? Damn right it is, because it is so fucking amazing. It hurts. I don't know what happens when you do this, but every legs gets exploded. This really targets my glutes and my hamstrings like a fucking train about to crash in hell, bro. Like, it hurts. Don't want to do it every time it's in my plan. I want to skip it, but I have no choice but to do it. And then every time I go remove the weights and then walk or jump the few days after, I know I'm better. Even though I'm sore, I know it's that there's more explosion. So yeah, Bulgarian split squat, fucking banger. Now let's go with this freaking shit right there.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit that I have ever heard.
This shit of an exercise. Good for ladies, for us skinny guys, for us man. I don't believe, man. Like, come on, are you really gonna do this in the front of everybody? No, keep this shit for the bed, bro. So hip thrust, not for us, man. Like, literally pissed. Of course I've done it. Of course I look like doing it, but doesn't target really well my posterior chain. I really like more Bulgarian split squats, Romanian deadlifts to really target the same muscles and not look like, you know, I'm doing weird moves in the bed. So yeah, literally pissed. I'm sorry, man. All right, this one, burpees. Burpees is low-key. Again, there's so much low-key bangers today. It's a banger. First of all, great for cardio, great for muscle connection, great for synergy within your own body. But is it good to build muscle? It's definitely not an S tier. I can't put it A tier because you're not gonna build necessarily muscle with it, but it's definitely a B tier. You're definitely going to build your heart as a muscle essentially, but it's really good for cardio and feeling where you are with explosive power. Then we have here the pull-ups. Come on, I really have to say a word about pull-ups. It's the back, it's the demon back forger remember, I can't stress this enough. Weighted pull-ups, scapular pull-ups, hold at the top position. It's a banger. It needs to be in your fucking routine. One of the greatest compound lifts out there. This one right here, right, this is snatch. I almost forgot the name, but snatch is, yeah, so you know what I'm gonna say. Because it's CrossFit. No, I'm just kidding. It's not because it's CrossFit. It's just, I think it's too complicated for us. You don't want to snatch your fucking, your life away with that. Really complicated. You need technique, you need coaching, you need to learn it. And then we don't want this. We don't want to get hurt. We just want to get the basics down and really get big and massive. So guys, this was the best compound lifts for twigs. If you agree, let me know in the comments. If you disagree, come slide my DMs in Discord. Also guys, if you want a free physique analysis, make sure to check out the link in the description box and fill the Google form. Or if you want to get into the best shape of your life, I want you to click down below and look for the Skinny to Strong in 30 days course that will lead your way into fitness with calisthenics. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And this was Nick Lap. Here we never peak because the best is yet to come. Peace out.